or not. Okay, in program whether we have to use interface. Class components na enna? Class components na edhum kedaiyadhu. It's like a, just I will show the diagram. See, this is the component design. ஓகேங்களா, காம்பனன்ட் டிசைனா இந்த மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். இங்க பாருங்க ஒரு பாக்ஸ். So from that box we are having some, this is the shape of the box. ஓகேங்களா, so in that from that component we are connecting with so many modules. So modules ஓட கனெக்ட் பண்றது இல்ல வந்து சப் மாடியூல்ஸ் ஓட கனெக்ட் பண்றது எல்லாமே இந்த பாக்ஸ் மூலமா தான் இது பண்ணுவோம். இதுதான் வந்து காம்பனன்ட் டிசைன். So இத நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம், இது வந்து this one is called as the traditional model. ஓகேங்களா, so இந்த component design எதுக்கு எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம், how we have to draw this component, okay, how we are analyzing. So that part we will cover in the component level design. Okay, so these are the first thing. So component level design. So what is the main purpose? In the sense, it is used for data structure, what algorithm we are using, and what is the interface characteristics, and what is the communication mechanism for each software component. All those things it will be identified from the architecture design. Okay, this details, mechanism, communication mechanism, that and all we are identified from the architecture design. The main purpose of component level design is to identifying what is the data structure. What is the data structure? In the sense, what is the data, what are the data we are using, how we are connecting the data and the function. Okay, how we are connecting the data and function, that and all we are identifying. Whether we are using any algorithm in the sense the rules. Okay, what algorithm rules and all that can be identified with the help of component level design. Then interface, if you are going for any interfaces in the sense, the programming part of view, we are having any interfaces. Okay, interface na enapa, nama program point of view la na, ipa nama last semester we have studied OOPS concept, right? What do you mean by interface? In inheritance we are using interface, right? For multiple inheritance we are going for the concept interface. So that characteristics and all we can identify with the help of the component level design. Because if you are going for the object oriented model, that is one type of model which is in the component based design. In that component level design, if you are going for the object oriented model, then we can identify if you are going for any interface or not. What is the use of that interface? That can be identified from with the help of component level design. So this component level design, it will be designed after the architecture designs. So once architecture design is completed, then only we are able to draw all the diagrams like UML diagram. This component level design also, which is one type of diagram in the UML. Component diagram is one type of diagram which is available in UML. So after the architecture design only, we are able to draw this component level design. If you draw before itself, means in the sense we don't have any idea about the projects, we can simply draw the diagram. Enadhe na simple draw pannalam, but adu vandu and the diagram vandu it will not tell all the details about the data. What data we are using, what function you are using, what interface we are using, how the code will have to develop, that and all it is not accurate. So after the architecture design, if you are going for the component level design, in the sense it will be more workable. That's why after the architecture design we have to go for component level design. Okay, so next one is with the help of the component level design, it allows the designer to review for correctness and consistency. So if you are going for the component level design, okay, if you are going for the component level design, if you are drawing with the help of UML ID tools or rational row software, in the sense it will help the designer whether we are going in the correct path or not. That and all we can identify with the help of this design. Okay, So என்னென்ன பர்பஸ்க்காண்டி மெயினா யூஸ் பண்றோம்? The first purpose is it will be the main purpose is it will be used to identify. It will be mainly used to identify what is the data structures and what is the interface characteristics, what algorithm we are using, that and all we can identify with the help of interface. With the help of component level design. So whatever details we want, we can collect all those things from the architectural design. So another point is, the main point is the component level design. It will be designed after the architecture design pattern only. So once the architecture design is established, after that only we have to go for component level design. The third point is the component level design. With the help of the component level design, if it is represented with the software, in the sense the designer will be able to review for the complete whether we go in the proper flow or not, that and all we can identify with the help of this diagram, with the help of this design. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ இந்த டயக்ராம் மூலமா என்ன டிசைனர் வந்து ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்றாங்க அப்படின்னா, உன்னோட சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணி நீ பண்ண அப்படின்னா, இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ்ல என்ன பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னா, we can review it whether we are going for this proper path or not. இப்போ இந்த டயக்ராம் போட்டிருக்கு அப்படின்னா, இது கோடிங் பார்ட் எடுத்தேன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா உனக்கே வந்து ஃபீட்பேக் மாதிரி அந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்ஸ்லயே வந்துரும். ஸோ இந்த this one is not possible, this one is possible, like that it will briefly elaborate, because here, see here, so it is one type of component level design. So if you are going like this diagram, okay, in the box kulla, instead of this box, object management system, read, print, job data, this is one module, in the sense this is one class, in the sense we can draw this one in this format. Okay, so inga parunga, இந்த formatல எழுதலாம். So அதுக்குள்ள these are the attribute, print job is the class name, and these are the attribute, these are the function name. So the function name also, see here, we are using interface, that one is also we can interconnect. So these are the interfaces which comes under compute job, and these are the functions which comes under initiate job interface. So that one we can connect, in the sense. So all those things we can elaborately explain in that component. இந்த ஒரு component குள்ளேயே நான் எல்லாத்தையும் explain பண்ணலாம். So இது மூலமா என்ன identify ஆகும்? If we are using for all the components, in the sense, see, if you are going for all the components, see, எல்லா componentsலயும் இந்த மாதிரி நான் represent பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னா, if you are using in the software, நான் softwareல review பண்ணேன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னா, the designer will able to easily identify the flow of that is correctness of the product that is correctness, in the sense the flow of the product is going properly or not, that can be able to identify with the help of this design. ஆனா எப்படி இந்த டிசைன் மூலமா ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியும்? சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல யூஸ் பண்ணா மட்டும்தான். நீ ஜஸ்ட் டிரா பண்ணிட்டு, இஃப் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் ஃபார் வேர்ட் டாக்குமெண்ட் இல்ல பவர் பாயிண்ட்ல டிரா பண்ணனா அது மூலமா நம்மளால ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியாது. If you are using any particular softwares, okay, so for UML diagram itself, we are having Rational Rose software, that is one type of software, and Argo UML software, that is another type of IDE tool which is used for draw the UML diagram. So in the UML diagrams use பண்ற softwares மூலமா பண்ணும்போது the designer என்ன பண்ணுவாரு, they can easily identify whether we are going in the correct path or not, that and all. It is easily that can be easily identified. Then one more thing is, they can easily identify whether we are using any data that is not used in any classes, or if you are calling any function that is not returning any values or error message, or we get any error message, all those things we can at least nearly over 60 to 70% of errors and all we can identify in the what component level design. Okay, so these are the main purpose these are the main usage of component level design. So there are different views of the component. That is, in different view we can design this object oriented model. The first view is object oriented view. The second view is conventional view, or it is also called as traditional view. The next one is process related view. So these are the different types of views of the component level design. So the first one is object oriented view. Object oriented view na enna இங்க பாருங்க. So எப்படி வந்து ஒரு டயகிராமுக்கு போறாங்க அப்படிங்கிறது பாருங்க. Analysis. So first வந்து this analysis class. Just to take this analysis class. So analysis classல is it audible, ma? Okay, in object oriented view, the first one is we are having number of classes. Okay, so we are having number of classes. So here we will see what are the steps they are going for. The first they are taken one simple example, that is print job. Print job ங்கிற ஒரு example எடுத்துக்கிறாங்க. So print job is nothing but this one is nothing but the customers want to print the page or paper வந்து print பண்ணனும். ஓகேங்களா? அப்ப வந்து என்ன பண்ணுவாரு அப்படிங்கறதுதான். So எத்தனை பேஜ் print jobல எத்தனை பேஜ் வந்து இருக்கு, எத்தனை ஸ்லைட்ஸ் இருக்கு. So A4 டைப்பா இல்லனா letter A2 டைப்பா இல்ல A5 டைப்பா, like that we have to identify. Then what are the details, whether it is portrait or landscape or that details and all, magnification. Production features is nothing but how many pages, that and all we have to identify. So these are the attributes. Compute job cost. So job cost na enna? So இந்த work பண்றதுக்கு எவ்வளவு amount, so எவ்வளவு amount ஆகும். So இந்த details கொடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணனும், we have to connect to the printer. That is our next function. So here we are taken only one part, it is one part in our project. So print job we are taken. The print job is a class which is having some attribute as well as operations. Okay, these details we are identifying in the analysis na enadhu, requirement analysis itself we are identifying, and we prepared this one. Okay, then after that we are going for the design component. The next second step is we are going for the design component. So component eppadi design pannuva. So here we are having two functions. So we are segregating that function, compute job and initiate job, that is pass job to the printer, that is we call that one as a initiate job. Then our class name is print job, so we are designing that one. This is the design component. So the analysis and the class diagram la we have drawn this one. Okay, so இந்த class வச்சு நான் என்ன பண்றேன், என்னோட component எப்படி டிசைன் பண்றேன், இந்த மாதிரி டிசைன் பண்றேன். So because in the component design diagram we are having only one component, that is also like this. This is the component. We have to use small rectangle box in the square box. Okay, so in the rectangle box we have to segment two small rectangle box. That is the component level. That is the part we have to use in the component level design. Then other than that we have to use if they are going for a small line symbol, it tells about whether it is connected with any interface or not. For that we are using this line symbol. Okay, so இங்க வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா this is the old design component. Okay, old model. So இது வந்து traditional this second step is the old model. Now elaborated design class which is available. So in the component itself, we can identify what are the attributes and what are the function which is involving. See, this is the third step, that is third process. Here we are using elaborated design class. So we are this design class we are elaboratedly explain that one. So print job. So என்னென்ன attributes இருக்கோ எல்லாத்தையும் add பண்றோம். See here, number of pages, number of slide, paper type, paper weight, size, color, paper color, magnification, so color requirements, production features, binding options கா இல்ல bleed up, priority எது கொடுக்கணும், இது எல்லாமே வாங்குறோம். Total job cost எவ்வளவு. So ஒரு பேஜ்க்கு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீ என்ன பண்ற, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 10 பேஜஸ்க்கு we can segregate that one as a 1 rupee. அடுத்து ரிமைனிங் பேஜஸ்க்குலாம் 50 பைசே லைக் தட். ஓகே, ஸோ நம்பர், ஸோ IO நம்பர் மாதிரி தான். WO நம்பர் இஸ் nothing but IO number. Then we are having two functions, right? Compute job and initiate job. So அந்த கிளாஸ் எல்லாத்தையுமே நான் வந்து இங்க ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ். ஸோ ஒரு கிளாஸ்க்குள்ள இவ்வளோ ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ் நான் எடுக்க வேணாம், அதை நான் இன்டர்ஃபேஸ்க்குள்ள நான் யூஸ் பண்றேன் அப்படின்னா that one is also we can connect as the interface. The compute job is a separate interface and initiate job is a separate interface. It is connected with the printed job class. So like that we can elaborately design this one. This one is called as object oriented view. So object oriented view is nothing but it will specify what data structure we are using, that is what attributes and all we can use, that and all we can identify. Once object oriented view complete பண்ணோனே என்னென்ன டீடைல்ஸ்லாம் ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியும். It will identify what type of attributes and all using, what operation you are using, what interface and all we are using, that can be identified. Then next one is it is also specify what data structure. So at a time which attribute is specifying, in this time what are the attributes is necessary, that also we can identify. That is with the help of page cost அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன்னா page costக்கு எதெல்லாம் வேணும். For page class cost we no need that one and all ma. We no need we no need that details like paper cost and paper page oda cost வேணும் அப்படின்னா என்ன பண்ணுவோம், just we collect what is the page, how much of page we are taken print out. So page oda weight enna, page oda size enna, that is enough. Okay, so here next வந்து what logic we are using for each operation, that also we can identify. And what are the interfaces and all we are using. So we are using here two interfaces. What is the mechanism, that is what are the function which comes under these two interface, that also we can identify with the object oriented view. So with the help of object oriented view we can identify what is the problem domain, that is analysis, and how we can design that one. So that is the infrastructure. All those things we can elaborately identify in the object oriented view. Okay, okay, புரியுதாமா? So there are three views are available in the component. The first view we have seen, object oriented view. The second view is conventional views. Shall we go for the next topic ma? Conventional view or traditional view. So புரியுதா, component level design என்னன்னு புரியுதா? Why we are going for component level design? So main purpose என்ன, we are able to identify. It is used to define what are the data structure, what is the algorithm and interface characteristics. All those things we can identify with the help of the component level design. So with the help of component level design, we are able to identify these things. So nowadays we are having so many elaborated component level design model. So all those things, whatever these things, we can draw that component level design after the architecture design pattern. So architecture design பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் நான் இந்த டயக்ராம்க்கே போக முடியும். ஏன்னா நான் UML டயக்ராம், எந்த டயக்ராம் எடுத்துக்கோ, யூஸ் கேஸ் டயக்ராம், கிளாஸ் டயக்ராம், ஆர் ஸ்டேட் டயக்ராம், ஆக்டிவிட்டி டயக்ராம், for any diagram if you are taken also, you have to draw that diagram after the architecture design is established. After the architecture design is established, in the sense why we are going for this concept, in the sense architecture design once complete முடிச்சா மட்டும்தான் we are able to identify. So in the diagrams எல்லாம் போட முடியும். இல்லைன்னா we are getting some error வரும். அதை பார்த்து தான் கோடிங் பார்ட் பண்ணும்போது ஏன்னா ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா கோடிங் வந்து இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் ஆயிரும். கோடிங் வந்து ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா வந்து ஜென்ரேட் ஆயிரும். We are not waiting for the programmers to generate all type of codings. Okay, so if you are designed that part, automatically some softwares are available. It will generate the coding itself. So once the architecture part it's got over, then only we have to go for the UML design diagram. In that UML diagram only we are having one type of diagram is component level design. So automatically we can tell that component level design it will be occur only after the architecture design or established. Okay, so next thing is with the help of this component level design, if you are representing in the software,
Ma'am.
software, yes ma'am.
மேம் பிரசன்டேஷன் காட்டுறீங்களா மேம்?
தெரியலையாமா, ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. பவர் ஷட் டவுன் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஓகே, நான் ஐ வில் ஷேர் வித் மை மொபைல் மா, ஜஸ்ட் a minute. Are you able to see the PPT, ma? Are you able to see the PPT?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma. So component.
Yes ma'am.
Okay. The component level design. So with the help of, if you are representing using any software in the sense, the designer people will be able to analyze whether the flow of the project is correct or not. Okay. So that and all we can identify it. And consistency in the sense it is nothing but if you are going for any data, if you are using any data and function, whether we are properly used all functions and data, that can be identified with the help of component level design. So these are the three views which is available in the component level design. The first one is object oriented view. So in the main purpose of object oriented view is to analyze whether we are using all datas or not. Okay, so all datas are not and we can identify what type of algorithm, that is what type of rule we are using. That one also we can identify with the help of object oriented view. So the main purpose of object oriented view is it is used to establish what type of data structure you are using, what architecture we are using. So that is architecture in the sense what is the flow that can be easily identified with the object oriented view. So here we have to follow 3 steps. The first step is analysis class. We are taken one example, that is print job. We are taken as an example. Print job is nothing but it has to print the page. Okay, it has to print the page. For that we have to draw analysis class. From that analysis class we have to go for the component level design. So in the component level design we are having only two symbols. The first symbol is this one is the first symbol. There is one rectangle box which is covered with 2 small rectangle box. That is nothing but it is two small rectangle box which is used for identifying whether it is connected with any interface or not. So for interface connections only we are using this box. Okay, so class diagram ko component level design diagram ko it will be same only. But here instead of rectangle box, here we are using small rectangle box. That small rectangle box which is used for connecting, whether which is connecting for any interface or not. For that identification, we are using that box. Then dotted symbol, which is a dotted line symbol, which is used for connection purpose. In the component level design, instead of using line symbol, we are using dotted symbol. Dotted symbol which is used for connecting the interface, and the line symbol which is used for connecting the modules. Okay, in order to connect two modules or two classes and all, we have to use this dark solid line symbol, dotted line symbol which is used for connecting the interface. So these are the symbol which is used in the object oriented, these are the symbol which is used in the component level design. In object oriented point of view, we are going for analysis class. So first we have to draw analysis class, that is with the help of the class diagram. So with the help of the class diagram, we are taking these are the attributes and these are the functions. So in the component level design, this is the traditional, the design component, it is nothing but it is the traditional model. So before that we used only in this way. Nowadays, the component level, in the component level design itself, we can add all the attributes, all those things. This is the modern design class, that is elaborated design class. So nowadays this one is available. So what print job is, it is having number of features like number of pages, number of slides. In paper type, we are having these are the sub attributes of paper type attribute. So paper type is attribute. So paper weight, size, color, these are the sub attributes of paper type. Okay, magnification, color requirement, production features, it is the attribute. Then here we are having sub attributes. So that one is also we can use in the design class. Then these are the functions. So if you are going for any interfaces in the sense, so that one we have to connect with the, it's like a class diagram only. So here in interfaces, if you are not using any attributes in the sense, you can directly go for the functions. So instead of class name, before the interface name, we have to specify interface. We have to specify interface. That's it. Okay, this is the object oriented view. The next view is conventional view. This conventional view is also called as traditional view. So traditional view nu sollலாம். எதுக்காண்டி traditional view அப்படினு சொல்றாங்கன்னா, before that we use this concept only. See here we are taken one simple example, that is job management system. Read job data, that is read and print job data, select job management function, develop job cost, build work order, send job to the production. So these are the components. Just we are using that same example, print job example எடுத்துக்கறாங்க. So இங்க வந்து traditional viewல எப்படி ஒரு box இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு box யூஸ் பண்ண போறாங்க அப்படினா, so this box in this way we are representing, in the sense they will go like this in this way. Okay, so this concept is called as a conventional and traditional view. Just a minute ma. This one is called as conventional or traditional view. Here they used one more concept, like if they are going for elaborated design process. In the elaborated design process, idhula view pannanga eppadi irukum. So that one is also we can draw this like this ma. See here. So elaborated model. So I want to go some page cast. See here, page cast. Page cast is a separate function, right? Page cast is a separate function. So see here, we are having compute page cast is there. So I have to use as a separate function in the sense. So adha na enna pannalam appadina, I can go for elaborated module. Okay, na elaborated module ku polam. So here like conventional and traditional view லயே என்ன பண்றாங்க elaborated view னா இந்த மாதிரி. So in the class itself in is nothing but input எதெல்லாம் வாங்க போறோம், output என்ன வரப்போகுது, out is nothing but this is the attributes we have to give as output. Input in is nothing but it tells these are the attributes we have to get input from the user. Okay, so that's why we are using in and out. Next, get job data. This is the function. So if you are passing any arguments, that one also we can specify. Then compute page cast. In the page cast, we are using compute page cast as a separate function. So we can elaborately explain. So what is that? Why we are going for this function? What are the rules we have to follow? Like that we can use. Okay, this is like a command symbol. This one is called as a command symbol. What is in the design diagram itself? We can use what is the purpose of this function. இப்ப பேஜ் காஸ்ட்னு ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்றேன்னா அந்த பேஜ் காஸ்ட்ங்கிறது எதுக்காண்டி யூஸ் பண்ற அப்படிங்கறத கமாண்ட் சிம்பிள்ஸா யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். So in that box we can specify. So these are the rules we have to follow. Job size is equal to some calculation I'm using. So அந்த calculations எல்லாம் சொல்றதுக்கு நான் இங்க மாதிரி explain பண்ணலாம். So this is the elaborated design pattern. Okay, this concept is called as elaborated design pattern. So like PPT ல சொன்ன மாதிரி PPT ல ஒரு பாக்ஸ் போட்டோம்னா அது என்ன பர்பஸ் காண்டி போடுறோங்கிறது ஒரு சின்ன பாக்ஸா போடுறாங்களா, அது ரிவ்யூ பாக்ஸா போடுறாங்க இல்லையா, அதே மாதிரி வேர்ட் டாக்குமெண்ட்ல ரிவ்யூ பாக்ஸா போடுறோம் இல்லையா. இந்த சேம் வே here also in our diagram also we can specify for the review box like review box pattern. So this review box which is used for telling what is the purpose of that function. And the function எதுக்காண்டி யூஸ் பண்றோம், if you are using any calculation in the sense what is the calculation, that and all we can use in that elaborated design class. So this in the elaborated design class itself we can use as a review box. In that review box itself if we are going for any rules, that also we can specify. So this one is called as a traditional view or conventional view. So this is the conventional view. The next one is process related view. It is nothing but process related na edhum kedaiyadhu, enna libraries use pandreenga, what are the interface you are using, and what is the function of each interface. All those things we can identify with the help of process related view. So moonu views nama paathom. So moonu view la enadhu, the first view is object oriented view, the second view is conventional view or traditional view, the third view is process related view. So first object oriented view la full and full class based work பண்றது தான் object oriented view. So from the class diagram we are going for the design diagram. So design diagram la so elaborate நான் வந்து design class explain பண்ணலாம். இதுதான் நம்ம ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளா எடுத்துக்கோம். We are taken one example, that is print job is a function. So and the print job is one type of class. It is having some it has to print some pages. Okay, அதே மாதிரி எவ்வளவு பேஜ் print பண்ணிருக்காங்களோ அதுக்கு ஏத்தாப்புல காஸ்ட் வந்து how much of cost it is taken for that for taking that printout. So that is also we have to specify. So that one we have explained, we are taken as an example. So in the analysis class it is a class diagram. So in that class diagram we are specifying only the attributes and function. In the design class we are using traditional view, that is just we are using the component. So if you are having any interfaces, that is also connected with a small rectangle box. Then elaborated design view, it's like same like a class diagram, but one main point, one of the main pointers, we are having some attributes. So attributes as well as function names. So here in that class if you are going for any function or that functions and all, if you are specifying in the interface, that one also we can identify in the object oriented view. In the conventional and traditional view, it is nothing but it is like a simple, that same diagram we are elaborately we draw that one. So this is the structured this is the chart format. So from that we can identify if you are going for any in the traditional view and the conventional view. In the diagram, in the object oriented diagram, if you are using any review, that is review points, or if you are using any algorithm for the programmers have to understand. So for that we are using any review box and all. We can also draw in the conventional view. That is, this is the example for that conventional view. Review point, we are just taken for compute page cost. We are using some calculation. So in the review box we are specifying all those things. So the next type is process related view. So process related view is nothing but it full and full it tells about what type of components we are using. So whether we are using any library files or not, that and all we can identify with the help of process related view. So இப்பதான் நம்ம class based component na என்னன்னு பார்க்கலாம். So class based component la என்னென்ன principles யூஸ் பண்ணணும். So first அதுல என்னென்ன steps follow பண்ணணும் ஒரு class based, because in your topic till process related view just we have seen introduction ma. So next in your syllabus you are having class based component and traditional component. So இவ்ளோ நேரம் நம்ம பார்த்தது என்னது, usage of component design, என்னென்ன different types of components available இருக்கு, different views of components and all available. So மூணு type of view பண்ணலாம் component design diagram, மூணு டைப்பா நம்ம பார்க்கலாம். So அதுதான் நம்ம இப்ப பார்த்தது. So next தான் நம்ம என்ன பார்க்க போறோம்னா class based component. So class based component na எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கறது நான் சொல்லிறேன். just a minute ma. The class based diagram, this is the class based. So in object oriented view பாத்தீங்க இல்லையா, சொல்றது புரியுதா? Object oriented view பாத்தீங்க இல்லையா, அதுல elaborated design class, are you able to see that one? So elaborated design class யூஸ் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இல்லையா. So this is the class based diagram. So இதுதான் என்னது, class based diagram. So இதுதான் வந்து நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா class based component level design. ஓகேங்களா. So இததான் இந்த மாதிரி நான் ஃபார்மட்ல நான் டிசைன் பண்ணேனா, this one is called as class based component level design. So for this we have to follow some rules. So rules எல்லாம் follow பண்ணோம், some principles எல்லாம் இருக்கு. இந்த diagram draw பண்றதுக்கு we are having some steps and all. So we will cover that one in the class based design. So these are the principles. See, we are having nearly 7 principles are there. First thing is called as open closed principle, dependency inversion principle, Lisco substitution principle, interface segregation principle, release reuse equivalency principle, common closure principle, common reuse principle. So these are the some of the principles we have to follow in the class based component. என்ன நடத்துறோங்கிறது புரியுதா இது வரைக்கும்? Students, is it audible now?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, நான் சொல்றது புரியுதாப்பா? So இவ்ளோ நேரம் நம்ம பார்த்தது introduction, just we have seen only the introduction. Okay, why we are going for component design, component level design. So what are the 3 views which is available? Okay, so next thing is class based component design. So in your syllabus you are having 2 topics. One is class based component design, another one is traditional based component level design. Okay, class based component designs எப்படி இருக்கும்ங்கறத நான் உங்களுக்கு பார்த்தேன் காமிச்சேன். இப்போ வந்து why we are going for the class based component design, any idea? It will give the detailed description of what are the attributes we are using, what are the operations we are using, and what are the interface we are using. All those things it will give the detailed description. Okay, so with the help of class based component design we can identify in each class what are the attributes we are using, what are the operations we are using, and what are the interface we are using. All those things we can identify before the construction activity. Before the construction, before the programming, before the coding part, we are able to identify all those things. So that is one of the main advantage in class based component design. So class based component design it mainly focus on what type of attributes we are using, what type of operations we are using, and what are the interfaces we are using. For each class, we can easily identify with the help of class-based component design. That is one of the main advantage in class-based component design. So that is we can identify all those before the construction activity. Before the construction activities in this another. என்னோட கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ்க்கு முன்னாடியே நான் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா கோடிங் பார்ட்டுக்கு முன்னாடியே we are able to identify. See, before the coding part, this is the example diagram of class based design. So இது மூலமா என்ன பண்றோம், print jobங்கிற கிளாஸ்ல what are the attributes are there, sub attributes are there, we are able to identify. And operation, so see here, page cost, paper cost, these are the some of the operation in the sense what type of functions they are using, that also I can identify. Whether we are going for any interface, that also we can identify from the class based component design. So before the coding part, we are able to identify these are the attributes we are using for each and every class. So ஒவ்வொரு கிளாஸ்க்கும் இந்த மாதிரி ஐடென்டிஃபை பண்ண முடியும். So இதைத்தான் என்ன சொல்றோம்னா class based component design. So in order to define this part, we have to follow some principle. The first principle is open closed principle. Open closed principle na என்னது, இப்ப இந்த டயக்ராம் நம்ம பண்றோம் இல்லையா, சோ இது எப்பெல்லாம் ஓப்பனா இருக்கணும் எப்பெல்லாம் க்ளோஸ்டா இருக்கணும் அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம பார்க்க போறோம். நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு புரியுதா? கிளாஸ் பேஸ்ட் காம்பனன்ட் டிசைனா என்னன்னு புரியுதா? என்னன்னு புரியுதாடா?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute, I will show separately. சரி, நான் இது வரைக்கும் நடத்தின வரைக்கும் போதும். So we have seen what is the usage of component level design and different views of component level design. Okay. So next different views we have covered object oriented, conventional and process related view we covered. In next class we will start class based component design. I will add few more slides, 2 slides நடுவுல add பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் உனக்கு இந்த principles பத்தி சொல்லி தரேன். So first அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்துட்டு here we will cover in the next class we will cover why we are going for the class based component design and what are the principles we have to follow and what is the steps. So last how we have draw that component diagram. So component diagrams எப்படி draw பண்ணுவ, எப்படி deployment diagram அதுல இருந்து எப்படி deployment diagram draw பண்ணுவீங்க அப்படிங்கிறது class based component designல பாப்போம். Next traditional viewல what are the different types of traditional views are there, what are the notations which is available. So 3 types of notations, என்னென்ன notationsனா traditional viewல available இருக்கு, graphical design, tabular design and program design language. So இது மூணுமே examples ஓட பார்க்கலாம். ஓகேங்களா? So any doubts ma? Up to this any doubts? Just we covered what is mean by component level design and what are the 3 types of designs are available. 3 views of components, that is 3 views na 3 level 3 types of இல்லனா இந்த வேல வந்து draw பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கறது தான் views னு சொல்றாங்க. So 3 views நம்ம பார்த்திருக்கோம். Up to this any doubts? In the next class we will cover class based and traditional component. These 2 topics we will cover in the next class ma. So up to this any doubts? Up to this any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay ma, next class just students come fast ma. So we will start at time during that we will start within 5 minutes ma. 9:45 class na 9:50 க்கு நான் class start பண்ணிடுறேன். ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா எல்லாத்தையும் நான் உள்ள வர வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தேன்னா என்னால முடியாது, கொஞ்சம் சீக்கிரம் வாங்க. ஓகேங்களா? ஓகேமா, தேங்க்யூ ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். தேங்க்யூ மா.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
தேங்க்யூ.